Hello everyone and welcome to this episode 5 of my Let's Play on Danganronpa Another, the Danganronpa fan game. Last episode, we discovered who killed our friend, which I forgot the name of, and we discovered it was actually the ultimate soccer player, which, I mean, I didn't expect, which is good because I like to be surprised. And I was also surprised that the trial didn't end there, so today we're just gonna continue and end the trial, probably? Unless it's like I was just missing 5 minutes, but let's just get into it. Resuming. We're back in. Did you just say I'm the culprit? What? Mitsuhiro? Hey, hold on! How does that make me the culprit? None of the guys has the ability to throw a rubber ball exactly where it was targeted with enough power to burst it. But if we're talking about kicking a ball with that much strength and accuracy, then that wouldn't be impossible for you, right? Well, depends on the size of the ball, I guess. Especially when you're the ultimate soccer player. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be a twist. I think it's just him and we're like gonna precise what we mean. Mitsuri's talent was said to be almost on par with that of many professional soccer players. It makes sense for an expert like him to handle a much smaller and lighter ball with such ease. No, wrong! Keep quiet if you're not the expert. Soccer balls and rubber balls are different. He's got a point. And I can't do all that even with the soccer ball. Well, we have no proof of that. Mitch, but you did that thing in Fuji's TV, the Masters Challenge. We have proof. You were the special guest for the game, where you had to dribble all kinds of balls and land it on the target. Didn't you have no problem with a rubber ball there? You even did it with a freaking pea. What? You watch my show? Yeah, when you have a proof like that, it's hard to deny. I saw that episode in the hospital. You usually scored a goal with a soccer ball, then did the same with ping balls, shuttlecock, and one of those large accessories balls, I believe? And you're saying you can kick rubber balls? Try a better joke. That was all fake. It was scripted. How would that even be possible in real life? Do you think I'm a god or something? You're the ultimate. Basically a god-like power thing. Wow, big scout. Mitch, are you really the culprit? Did you kill Kyoka? Yeah, plus, wasn't he the one who said the killer would be among the girls? Ooh, you put us on the wrong path from the start. No, this is a trap! I know, Yuka's the culprit! He's trying to accuse me with no evidence whatsoever. What, me? Mitch, it's over. Please, just say it. I don't want to do this any longer. Say what? I didn't kill anyone! And what does it have to be me? Do you have proof? Do you have any kind of evidence that I killed? Mitsuhiro, I doubt you would overact like this if you aren't the culprit. Hey, that's totally valid, but every character who's been the culprit, as far as I know, almost everyone actually freaked out. And you seem able enough to perform that trick using the rubber ball that Yuki mentioned. This is ridiculous. That's pure speculation. Show me the proof. Okay. Mitch seems really messed up right now. It's true that my argument doesn't have a solid backup. Thought of it by process of elimination, but not real evidence. Still, it should be somewhere. That one piece of evidence that can nail him down as the killer. I need to point that out, or else what? We won't get anywhere. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna have to remember how play this. It's been over a week now. Your body account. Now I remember I can't check the... Show me the evidence! I can easily prove myself not guilty, you know? I put the note in Kyoko's room? Oh, wait, whatever. How will you prove that I got those tools from the antique store? Where's the evidence that I ain't Kyoko? You can't say any of these for sure, am I wrong? Now stop bothering me! Well, I think I have an idea on where. Huh? I think something you just said doesn't fit in with your current knowledge of the case. I don't remember us talking about where the tools came from. How could he say something like that? Okay, how do you change? How do you change that? I think it was shift. Yes, shift. I assume... Looks like I got it right. First try. Break! Yeah, I don't care about that. I don't know what the points are for. Wait, Mitch, something's off with your statement. Huh? What's off? I don't see anything wrong with it. I know we talked about the culprit using the hook and the rubber ball earlier, but we didn't mention where they got it from. How do you know these tools were from the antique store? What? Because that's where most of the tools are? Yeah, I just thought the antique store was a good place for them to get it from. Personal opinion. That makes 0 sense. You don't mind find the hooks and the rubber balls in the storage, not the antique store. Yeah, and doesn't the gym have lots of balls too? The gym. Oh, I think you realize. You see, you never know. Both the storage and the antique store have those. That's why I mentioned the antique store. It looked like that place has practically everything. Mitch, we know. One of us has been keeping track of every single item in the storage and the antique store. Am I right, Tsurugi? Yes, Yuki, this is why you asked me about this? Trust me, the antique store definitely had hooks and rubber balls. I know, cause I spent most of my time hanging out there. Also, I'm pretty sure there weren't any hooks or rubber ball in the storage. I am so looking forward for this to be over. I cannot say rubber ball. The ones used in the murder are from the antique store. The way those items were arranged changed after the murder. Whoa there, Tsurugi, you memorized all that? Wow, what a freak. It's helping us. Well, that's good. Shut up! It's just a coincidence, and you still didn't show me proof. Show me evidence. Tangible evidence, not your stupid guesses. I'm not buying it. You're doing this to the wrong person. Jeez, can't you be a man and just say you did it? I mean, I can agree with her on this one. Come on, man. Hey, Tsurugi, will you admit it if we show you evidence? Well, obviously, that you're the culprit. I'm not the culprit. If there's no evidence, you can't say I did it. Give me the proof. Proof. If he insists, we probably should show him. Yuki, show him the proof you have. Huh? I have the proof? Well, I'm gonna have to guess because I didn't keep any notes. Maybe I should for the next episodes. Be patient and think. You do have proof. You haven't showed it to us a while ago. I showed the proof to everyone? Is he talking about... I see. I didn't think about it back then. But that can certainly nail Mitch down. I've got to show him what that is. Okay. Oh. It's the... I wonder if it's gonna be a rhythm game like in every other... Danganronpa game. Hear more. Basic argument, shooting down, comic book conditions, evidence. The enter space to destroy. If not destroy space roll, it will take spear and take some damage. So I have to proceed. Amount of health, so by the number of touches it stops. If you're out of the mission, you shift before shooting in. So shift and Z. You destroy their health. You'll be fine. If your health reaches 0, so scars will take damage in the start order. Okay. Okay, Z and shift. I got my hands on them. It's gonna be all about spamming. Let's see. Oh, do I have to aim? Oh, I have to aim. Okay. Yeah, just have to aim. Over there. Nice football. Soccer balls. Obviously, if you want, you can read all that, but I'm not going to. I need to focus on, well, breaking them. Damn it, I'm not the killer. I got a second. This is a trap! It's a trap! Not the killer, not the killer. Sometimes it's not. Oh, shit. Not working for some reason, but it's going well enough. Oh, they have multiple health, that's why. That's what the footballs are for. I'm gonna have to get better in the rest of the game. Too slow. Oh. The notepads Monokuma gave us. Oh, nice. Wow. Point. If you want it, I'll show you tangible evidence that can prove you guilty. Which obviously doesn't exist, you moron. Sorry. It does exist. Remember when I showed you the note to explain how the culprit killed Kyoka to the laundry room? Sorry. The paper used for the note was from the notepad Monokuma given to us by Monokuma, which means... yes, of course, we can see if one of the pages was... We can see if that note was from your notepad by checking if there are any torn pages in there. What? Well, Mitsuhiro, here's the evidence you've been asking for. This? Evidence? Are you kidding me? We got this like a week ago. Anyone could have torn out the page for who knows what. Huh? Anyone could have used it? Then we can try matching Yuki's note with the torn section in your notepad. That will be clear on whether it was from your notepad or not. Hold on. Well, but... Hey, don't you think the culprit could have used someone else's notepad? I can't be so sure that it was from mine. No way, idiot. The notepads were in the drawer in their rooms. How are you gonna take it one without the owner's permission? Didn't the owner show you someone gave you permission? Even better. That would automatically mean the person who asked for the permission is the culprit. Wait, that's... Mitch, just a minute. I don't want us to keep fighting each other like this. It's over then. Over? Who said it's over? Nothing's over. This is a lie. This is a lie. This is all a big lie. It's a lie. How dare you accuse a superstar like me of murder? Liar, liar, liar! I don't know how... Alright, if you say so, I'll go over the case from beginning to end. Then you'll accept this is my favorite part of the games every time. I hope they successfully did. That you're the only possible culprit, Mitch. Closing argument. Old story comic, which I love. Picture, PC, next to cancel. Okay. So no time limit, no game over possibility. Just straight up things. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to check all those. So that's the part where the wrongfully put back the plates there. Right. Okay. Next image. That's probably the note slipping through under the door. I assume it fits right. So nothing here. Just to go. That one? No. Okay. Okay, next image. Probably the cleanup thing. Yep. Circuit ball. The tying in the rope. And the next image should be Culprit waiting for the body to be found. Okay. And that's that. That was easy. Okay. Let's resume. Whatever. It all started last night. While we were all in shock by Monokuma's motive, Hyoka, Haru, and Satsuki decided to hang out together to distract themselves from the stress. They ran around in the hallway until Haru accidentally broke 2 of the nameplates on the wall. Oh man! Those 2 nameplates belonged to Kyoka and Tsurugi. Haru was panicking over breaking school property when Monokuma showed up to give him a warning. He didn't punish Haru since it was an accident, instead ordering him to replace the broken nameplates with new ones. And here's where Haru made a crucial mistake. After a trip to the restroom, he got confused about where the 2 nameplates originally were. Smack. That's the first image. Switcheroo finally chose to go with his gut instinct, which unfortunately turned out to be wrong. This is when Kyoka and Tsurugi nameplates were switched. If you excuse me 1 second. There we go. Right? This is when Kyoka and Tsurugi nameplates were switched around. Haru went to his room right after putting the nameplates back, and the nighttime hallway was left empty. This very moment, the culprit. Someone had decided against going to sleep and was out in the hallway, secretly heading somewhere. Yes, indeed, they were. The place they were heading was Tsurugi's room. For some reason, they had chosen Tsurugi to be their target of murder. But there was something they were unaware of. Right before they came, the nameplates outside Tsurugi and Kyoka's room were switched by Haru. So the culprit had actually gone to Kyoka's room. Sneak. Unaware of the error, the culprit made their first move. They put a note through the gap below the door. It asked to come to the laundry room at 6 AM and contained a lot of false information to make things easier for the culprit. Not everyone would be asleep right after nighttime, and it would be easy to spot a note coming in through the door. That's what the culprit was going for. Indeed he was. Act 2. Tick-tock on the clock. I'm gonna stop singing before I get a claim. The next day, as the time approached 6 o'clock, Kyoka, after reading the note, came to the laundry room as she has been instructed. The culprit was hiding in the corner of the room, looking for an opportunity to strike. Since they were expecting Tsurugi, Kyoka's sudden appearance would have been a surprise for them. Kyoga continued forward, oblivious of her fate. The culprit was probably confused at first, then either noticed that they somehow went to the wrong room, or found Kyoga all they know. That's when they struck. They likely had a plan in mind, and changing the target meant they had to risk ruining everything. There was also the potential of being found out and facing the aftermath if they let her go. At last, the culprit decided to change their target. They already had the weapon ready, and it looked like they would be discovered anyway. Meanwhile, Kyoka was wondering when no one was in the room. Still aware of the presence of the culprit, she was left vulnerable to their attack. Bam. Dun, and fell victim to it. Wipe. After the murder, the culprit wiped out the blood from the body to conceal any evidence of murder. Because it was done almost immediately afterwards, Kyoka's clothes didn't get any blood on them. However, they weren't able to take care of the large blood stain on the floor. Maybe because they were in a hurry, or they just failed to see it. That blood stain played a large role in revealing that Kyoka was murdered in the laundry room. I think the culprit forgot about the blood stain while they were busy moving Kyoka's body. They must have gotten in a panic since they killed someone that wasn't part of their plan. The culprit first carried the body over to the girls' restroom. Their purpose was to take advantage of the fact that students aren't allowed to enter the restroom of the opposite sex. Let's get in. That's when the culprit found the pipe on the ceiling of the restroom. Oh, that's the most smile I've ever seen one. The culprit decided to make use of it and went to the antique store to get the needed supplies. It was less than an hour before the wake-up announcement, so they were probably in a rush. We got it. The tools they chose were a rope, a hook, and a rubber ball. Rubber ball. The culprit first tied the rope around the rubber ball. Then thought of a certain way to hide their involvement. The idea was to kick the ball. Tie the rope on the pipe without entering the girls' restroom using the rubber ball. Since the culprit was a man, they were unable to enter the girls' restroom. Monokuma had previously announced that anyone who set foot in the restroom of the opposite sex will be shot by the machine guns. Bing bing boom boom bing bing. But thanks to the fact that the restroom entrance was open with its wall straight across, the culprit was able to tie the rope to the pipe using the elasticity of the rubber ball. It was a risky move as the culprit wasn't able to step inside to correct any mistakes, and making the ball bounce right through that small gap seemed nearly impossible. But the culprit was confident he could do it, because there's the soccer player. This was because as the ultimate soccer player, they had absolutely mastery of all type of balls. The rubber ball bounced across the room and right back to the entrance, just as they planned. The culprit repeated this several times to make it look as if someone tied the rope by hand. And this is when another unexpected event happened. Too hard on the ball, man. They must have failed to adjust the strength of their kicks because the rubber ball grew weaker and weaker after each bounce until splat. Ugh. They couldn't withstand the pressure and pop. This caused the liquid inside the ball to be splattered all over the restroom, becoming a key piece of evidence. The culprit would have wanted to get rid of it. He couldn't do it without going inside the restroom. Yep, the restroom was probably the worst place to put the body in. The culprit nonetheless decided to go on with their plan. After all, they succeeded in tying the rope to the pipe, and the method they used was virtually unimaginable for a normal person. Whee! After getting the rope around the pipe, the culprit removed the ball from the rope and attached the hook instead. Then they threw the hook toward the pipe to fasten the rope on. The other end of the rope that was left outside the restroom was wrapped around Kyoka's neck. The reason for this was to make it look like Kyoko was hanging inside the restroom. The culprit was hoping to make us think that Kyoko's murder was inside the girls' restroom, and naturally was able to enter it as well. This way, men won't be considered suspects in the trial. The culprit, as a man, was trying to use this for their own favor. Poor woman, they didn't ask for nothing. Everything was ready, and as the culprit was about to push Kyoko inside, I found a piece of paper in Kyoko's hand. It was the note they wrote, had tied in her hand even after her death. Yikes. Having realized the note will be used against them if discovered, the culprit ripped the note out of her hand. They ripped it possibly because of rigor mortis, which made it difficult to pull it out. So a piece stayed. What the culprit didn't know was that most of the important parts of the notes were still intact in the piece that they left in Kyoko's hand. Thanks to the note, we found out she wasn't murdered in the restroom, which led to the conclusion that the culprit can be a man as well. Yeah, it's usually that kind of mistakes that leads to the truth. Act 4. After getting over the risky part, the culprit tried to get rid of the hammer and the rubber ball. But too much time had passed at this point, and it was early enough for some of us to get up. So we just put it there, because why not? In a hurry, the culprit left their murder weapon and the burst rubber ball in the garbage dump. They would have wanted a safer option, but the time constraint gave them little time to think. They must have thought we wouldn't find them if they put it alongside the trash. And it kind of works, it's Kakeru and I were the only ones who discovered them. It's a little weak, but sure. Women started coming out of the rooms. The culprit acted like they had just gotten up and waited for the body to be discovered. Scream! We soon noticed that Kyoko was nowhere to be seen. As we all know, we went looking around the entire building until a cat discovered. Dun dun dun! The horrible state Kyoko was in. Everyone froze in shock, while pretending to do the same. The culprit secretly hid a smile at the outcome of the plan. The person who came up with this plan and tried to deceive us all. Ooh, a red card. That's smart. That's really smart. It was you, right? Mitsuhiro Higa. Red card. Oh, serious. That's a very smart decision to use for a culprit announcement. How was that, Mitch? Do you still have anything to say? Apparently not. Oh well. Ha! I must have forgotten how to speak. Oh, what kind of nonsense is that? This is just purely outrageous. Mitsuhiro, it's Silver. Please be honest. It's pointless for us to keep attacking each other. Mitsuhiro, was it really you? Why? Why did you commit something like murder? No, it wasn't me. I'm not. It's not me. It's not me. It's not me. No. That's all I've known. It wasn't me. Nah, I think you lost it. Wow, this idiot's going all crazy. Oh my God, Mitsuhiro totally gone wacko. Scream louder, you're not hurting my foot at all. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, now for the juicy part. Well, let's end the trial first. Yeah, raise all points. Okay, what does that do? Does it give me coins or... Ah, it does give me coins. Okay, that's good. That's gonna be helpful. I don't have to spam finding the coins anymore. I just have to go with it. Huh? It looks like you're done. As the headmaster, let me say your discussions were packed with passion in a fashionable way. Passion and fashion? Are they the same? Are they different? Oh, who cares? You don't need any of those to live a good life anyway. So let's move on to voting time. You don't need any extra explanations, right? Pick the person you believe is the blacken. Everyone, make your choice using the switch in front of you. And one more thing, just as a reminder. Triple check that you've voted for someone. If you ever see a blank below, you know what happens. I'm sure none of you would want to be punished for something trivial like that. Okay then, time to get excited. Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the literally wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Man, voice of Monokuma is so fun. I love this. I love the little murderers guy. Woo! Voting time. Not bad. Woo! You won! Good job! You're not stupid! And that's good. And that's over. Woo! Bingo! The Black on this trail, that is, the murderer who killed Yokamaki, is none other than Mitsuhiro Higa. What? Hold on. Mr. Higa, did you really... Mitch, why did you kill her? Tell us. I was a big fan of yours. I like soccer too. I admire your talent as a rising star. What do you have to... Cut it out and say something. Fine. I killed Yokamaki. Are you serious? Finally. Mitsuhiro, assuming your friend found out is true, you murdered Kyoka even though she wasn't your target. I'm not saying it was okay for you to set up a murder, but you could have quit and spread Kyoka when your plan was wrong. Why didn't you do that? Why? Why were you so stubborn about killing someone? Kyoka did nothing to you. But I just had to get out of here after watching that video. That video? Just as I thought. This is the only possible answer. You mean the motive? What is the motive? Monokuma had shown us that DVD just yesterday. The contents would have been different for each student, because every one of them seemed enough to drive a person toward despair. Hi, Mom. When I watched my video, I felt myself wrapped by a surge of emotion demanding to escape here, using any means possible. I haven't pondered the thought of murder. Mitchell must have killed her due to the same reason. Since he's a soccer player, I'm going to assume probably his whole team was on the line. The more of a serious crime this is, even a million apologies won't be enough for what I did. But I had to do it. I had to get out of this place, and for that I had to murder. Mitsuhiro, you bastard! I don't know what you saw in your video, but can you even guess what was on mine? Every soccer stadium in the world being reduced to ashes, terrorists attacking FIFA headquarters, and world-class soccer players having gone missing. So not just this team, literally the whole shebang. On top of that, my home team was also his team. How could such a thing be possible? I'm sorry. That's exactly like my case. Yeah, Monokuma doesn't pick money for no reason. Who's speaking? Oh, that's Monokuma. Oh, this can't be good! It seems like something has occurred to the well-being of Yuki Maeda's warm and caring family. What could have possibly happened at this house? Ooh. To Mitsuhiro, Saki would have been like the home where it belongs. Witnessing his own sweet home being completely destroyed would feel bad. Attack on FIFA HQ? Come on! You know that's utter nonsense. Right, it doesn't only pertain to yours. All of our videos have been manipulated. You shouldn't have fallen for this trap. Ah! I couldn't stop trembling after watching the video because it was as shocking as terrifying as yours. It wasn't just you. It was everyone's fight, even Kyoka's. Even though she watched the same absurd video, she was trying to overcome her shock. That girl is not gonna forgive him. You asshole! I couldn't help it. Soccer is my everything. I'd even say it's more important than my life. You're about to realize that even your life was a lot important with what's gonna happen. I know murder is wrong, but I just had to see with my own eyes if that real is real. Even if it meant killing another person. Let me ask you one thing. Suppose that your plan went without an itch and you got out. What if you found that video was forged? Then what were you going to do? You heard about the class around the entrance ceremony, didn't you? We'd all be there and we'd all be dead, and you'd have that on your conscience. The victory of the Blackened is equivalent to the death of everyone minus the Blackened. My point is this. By setting off your murder plan, you opted out to take the lives of us 14 for your own means. But were you aware of the full weight of your choice, or at least prepared to face the consequences? I doubt it. You know what I want to say? You're nothing more than an ignorant moron who wanted to get out of here using soccer as an excuse. Of course, if our videos were as shocking as yours, otherwise, it won't even be a motive. If that alone was sufficient to make a person murder, all of us would have done it by now. But in reality, we're the only ones who could murder. What do you think made that difference? Could it be prioritizing your selfish desires over your so-called friends? Ray, stop it! Don't try to make this any more complicated! Are you telling me this idiot got shocked by the DVD, then just went on to murder someone without even being mentally prepared? No, I won't deny that. The soccer really was my everything. Well, when you're an ultimate, that's... yeah, kind of. Actually, it was pretty well planned out. Don't say that. Even managed to come up with a complex trick immediately after murdering Kyoka. Okay, a smart murder is still a murder. Tsurugi being his initial target doesn't look like a coincidence either. You thought Estelle was being an obstacle to your plan, didn't you? Ugh. Bullseye, I suppose. Right. From the beginning, Mitch was willing to murder, even without the motive. And malice beyond description. That's what took Kyoka's life. But, so what? Does it even matter? Monokuma was the ultimate ringleader behind all of this. Monokuma is the one who drove Mitch to that point. You know what, Mitch? Right after watching the movie, Kyoka told me Haru and Satsuki lives. Matter, motives, anxiety. Just push him to the side and have fun. That way we can all chill out and strengthen our bond. She said that. Kyoka probably got the same amount of shock as you, but she was trying to overcome the situation by getting everyone together. Well, I have a little theory. Usually it's the one that are most composed that take the drastic of measures. So I have no doubt that maybe at one point she would have resorted to it, but I'll never know. If she had the chance to talk with you yesterday, things could have been different. Why? Isn't it so frightening? I would have guessed that world-class celebrity is nothing more than a bad-tempered coward. This is why you should never judge a book by its cover. No one would ever thought the Mitch Higa would murder. What? What are you talking about? It's your fault. This entire situation. Mitch's murder. It's all your fault. How can you even say that? Ah, don't be so salty. What's done is done. Don't you cut a carpet yam? Ooh. Oh. What's up with that attitude? If you're going to fight me, give up. You'll probably end up hanging out with your dead friend anyway. Besides, you guys don't scare me at all. Shut up, Monokuma. I don't know where you got the balls for that, but someday I'll bring you to justice myself. Tsurugi might be an exception. Gee, look how long you guys have been holding me back. We better get started. Started on what? Well, the punishment. What else could it be? I told you, punishment awaits the closure of the Christ trial. Punishment? You mean execution? Well, yeah. Just give me a sec. Of course I'm guilty. I deserve death. I deserve any kind of punishment. I know I can't ever make up for my crime. Well, that's unusual. Usually they're going to defend themselves and say, no, don't kill me, But still, are you really gonna kill me? Sure, I killed Kyoka, but isn't this a bit different? Seriously? You're gonna take my life? Okay, he's totally in denial. I can explain. I really must have been crazy. I'm sorry, I'll never do that again. I can rot in jail for the rest of my life. Just don't kill me. You said 2 seconds ago it'd be fine to be being killed. Come on, man. Yeah, I'll do anything you want. You can have all the money I earned from playing soccer, okay? I don't want to die. Help me. I do anything but dying. I beg you. Please don't kill me. Hey, guys, do something. I'm gonna die for real. This is not a joke. Well, there isn't much anyone can do. Notwithstanding Mitch's desperate cries, everyone turned their heads away from him, including myself. What is this? Are you scared of dying? Weren't you ready for this when you began the blacken? Above all, you disrupted order. You killed Kyoka. Whatever the laws outside of may be, the rule of is simple. An eye for an eye, a death for a death. No matter what you do, you can't avoid punishment. Once you're revealed to be the Blackened, you are punished. This is an unbind rule. But now, save your breath and let us begin. I certainly wouldn't want my students to procrastinate. So, I've prepared a special punishment for the Blackened. Meet Tsurugi, the ultimate soccer player. No, go away, go away. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time. No. Okay, let's see what the developers couldn't play the movie. Oh, I think we're gonna miss out on it. Oh no, it's working fine. That was weird, but okay. Oh, wow, wow. Are we gonna do the usual? Oh, yes, the color run like, oh my. Okay, they worked really well for that specific sprite. Not bad, really. Honestly, for a fan game, as old as that, it's pretty good. Ooh, soccer. Oh, oh. Our giant Monokuma's gonna kick the ball. Yep, it's a it's a giant team of Monokumas, and they're gonna kick the ball. Death. I couldn't read that. Oh shit. Oh my god. Too crisp. Wow. That was horrible. Damn. Yeehaw! That's it! Yes! The thrill! This excitement! You can only feel this at punishment time! Mitch is dead. It happened in an instant. Tsurugi, who was alive and breathing merely minutes ago, like resisting death amidst scorching flames across the screen. Despair. That was exactly what came up in our mind. Mitsurugi committed murder. Of course he was unforgivable. But this is too harsh. We have to keep doing this. I can't. Anyone please get me out of here. Woo! Whoop-a-poo! If you don't want this, don't kill. None of these will happen if you simply stop caring about the outside. After all, it was Mitsurugi's own selfish desire that led him to murder. You guys were the ones responsible for this. But how could we just forget about the external world? It's possible. Monokuma, what is your intention? What do you get from us committing this heinous act? Intention? And then what is that? Sounds too hard for me. Nobody cares anyway. You don't have to know it. Just heed back to my words and all will be fine. Besides, you won't understand a word even if I tell you. Not even the slightest bit about what's going on right now. It's all a waste of time, right? You son of a... Oh no! How intimidating! Well, gate's closed. The class trial is officially over. Everyone, rest in peace! Hey, wait! And he's gone. He's gone. Damn it, what are we supposed to do now? In silence, everyone kept staring at the spot where Monokuma was standing. Although the class trial was over, none of us looked eager to leave the courtroom. After losing 2 friends on a single day, and realizing escape is still far out of reach, we couldn't help but freeze in despair. Everyone, we need to stay calm. If we lose hope here, we won't be able to accomplish anything. But my legs ain't moving after watching that execution! How are we supposed to stay calm when our friend has made such a horrible end? Friend? Oh, oh no, friend? No. Who is this friend you're talking about? Ooh, the cop went on serious mode. Friend? What friend? A murderer, that's it. What? Huh? Who else can it be besides Mitsurugi? You're calling him a friend? I don't get it. Are you calling a murderer your friend? Well, what's wrong with you? Tsurugi... Sure, but Tsurugi killed Kyoga and deserved punishment. But he still was our friend for the past few days, right? Yes, he was. Now he's only a criminal who got what he deserved for committing the worst possible crime on Earth. What's so surprising about that? You may argue that Mitsurugi deserved the death penalty, but do you condone Monokuma's actions? Are you condoning Heiga's murder? Yes, Monokuma killing him was also murder. Monokuma's a criminal worthy of death too. But letting him kill him would be just as absurd. It had to be retribution for every murder. What the? Are you saying you're glad that Mitch died? Oh! Oh wow! Oh wow! That dark face. That's a. Oh. Oh man! Oh jeez! Oh wow! that man changed in a second. Of course, no murderer has the right to live, regardless of how many they killed. What? Sure, he had said he despised criminals more than anything else. And that his dream is to end all crime in the world. But still, saying less for someone's death, even if that someone was murderer, that's insane! Would you also say killing a murderer is acceptable? No way. If you kill a criminal, then you'd be a criminal too. However, wasn't Monokuma already a criminal to start with? When did I say I'll excuse Monokuma's actions? I was just saying he got the thing he deserved. I love that bear scum more than anything, but there's one thing he said that I can agree on. An eye for an eye, a death for a death. This is my motto as a police officer. Lunatic. Hasn't it been problematic for a police officer to say that? Why would it be problematic? I think the real problem is with the current legal system. I'm going to work hard to change the laws in this country. No, the entire world. I'll create a world where no one can dare to commit a crime. That's why I need to get out of this place. Same goes for all of you. Stop thinking about the killer and strategize on how we'll fight Monokuma. I'm not supporting Mitsurugi, but something is definitely wrong with you. Wrong? To me, that way you're acting is wrong. Don't you realize you're already approving his actions by caring about his death? A criminal not, someone just died. How could you act like that when a human being was murdered right in front of you? A human being? How could I? Well, criminals don't count as human beings for me. Leader? Tsurugi, what happened to you? You weren't like this. What do you mean? I was like this the entire time. I'm just giving some advice to those of you who are being overly hysterical. Of course, I'm aware that I'm ultimately the one to blame. Kyoka wouldn't have died if I had been more alert. Therefore, from now on, I won't allow another murder to take place in this school, no matter what it takes. It's my duty to protect you all, isn't it? Oh, you! Stop. Mikako. She spoke. Everyone's exhausted. Let's go to our rooms and rest. Calm down and we talk again tomorrow. Right, this mind-blowing incident's got all heated up. Let's cool our heads and talk again tomorrow. Fine. I don't think you can think logically in this condition either. Hmm. And thus, our first class trial came to a close on the worst possible note. If it wasn't for Mikaku, we might have broke into a fight. We went from police officer to psycho officer. Somehow, I feel like everyone went crazy. No, I might be the one who's crazy. 2 of us died on a single day. It would be weird to not go crazy. Will we ever get out of this place? Will we ever escape this monstrous killing game? We took the elevator back to the school building and quietly dismissed ourselves. The atmosphere felt heavy, and a feeling of distrust seemed to pervade everywhere like it did on our first day. Back in the room. Everything that happened today already feels like memories of a distant past. Surrounded by this bizarre environment, my sense of reality was slowly fading away. The day I left home for Speak Academy, a week prior to today, seemed like it was from a long time ago. I couldn't even recall what my parents looked like. My family. Oh, yeah. Kyoka. The trial. Mitch. Execution. Tsurugi. My brain drifted in confusion as these thoughts kept swirling in my mind. Yikes. We made it through our first class trial, the very embodiment of despair, without achieving anything. But this was merely the beginning of despair. End of chapter 1, Echoing Despair. Well, that was a crazy ending. Survivors remaining. 13. Any key to continue? Yes, I remember. I downloaded the first chapter was technically a demo, so I'll have to download the rest and make sure I get my save file put in the other ones. So yes, I would like to save. Okay, well everyone, that was wow, definitely an ending that, I mean, the Tsurugi turning like so dark was, wow, that I didn't expect that. I mean, as a police officer, so it's a job to take murderers to justice, but he has surely a very strong opinion on what should be and should not happen to the murderers. Anyway, that's the end of chapter 1. I will make sure I download the rest of the game, and next video we'll start on chapter 2. So if you liked my video, maybe you can leave a like, maybe comment on it, and I'll see you next time on chapter 2. See ya.